What's up, guys? This is my 2004. This is my 2004 CBR F4i. Recently, sorry, I got into an accident, and there was a lot of damage. Well, not a lot, but a good bit of body damage. And here's my tail fairing right here. I got the whole thing off right now. Basically, if you look closely at it, this whole section right here totally broke off, and all these gashes you see right now is basically like a plastic weld. I basically welded it back on. I'm gonna try to show you guys how I did it. As you can see how big it is. Let me try to zoom out. So you can see, like, it actually broke off into like multiple pieces, which I actually put back together. It was pretty bad, but the way I did it with the plastic weld, it's pretty strong now. I think it's like strong as OEM. Happy I didn't actually like go out and buy it. I have damage to the whole right side, so I'm almost done with the tailpiece. I have a little bit damage on the fairing right here, a little bit damage over there on the front cowl, and after that I'm going to be painting it. So, I'll show you through the whole process. Let me get you, I've set up a little bit left. I saved a little bit so I can show you guys how I did it. So basically I just went to Harbor Freight, and I got this hobby tool kit. It cost me $7. It's basically like a solder that I use right here. This works great. Hey, for $7 I fixed my fairings. Can't really beat that. So what I did was, this is the inside of the fairing. You have to do the inside and outside to get a really good strong weld. But basically what you see here, let me get some light. But basically, if you can see, so this is where it actually welded, and this is where I'm beginning to weld it. Basically, this groove right here is where the scratch, or where the crack was, where the broken, and I basically welded it together by pressing every little notch in it, and then I basically made a channel. Now with that channel, I used like a donor piece from my windshield. My windshield is my donor. That's the donor piece right there. And I basically just weld it on, just plastic weld, melt it. So I'm gonna try to show you guys if I can. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be possible for me to show you guys what I'm doing. But basically what you do is, let me just like tell you guys the process. Basically you just take your donor piece. Shit, man. Just take your donor piece, and you basically just, after you make the groove in the channel, basically what you do is with the chisel part of it, you basically just like press it in like stitches every single spot, and that keeps the whole thing together. Especially if it's in two pieces, you want to get some clamps, and then just make these lines. You see these lines is like stitches, so you just press until you get the whole thing. After you press it, it should be pretty sturdy, but you don't want to bend it or anything because it's going to break. And then what you do is you make that channel. You cut that channel in with the chisel, and then after that you just take your donor piece and you just slowly melt it, and just slowly keep going, and just melt it in and press it in really nice. Make sure the plastic gets into the groove, and just melt it until you're done. And I'm almost done here with this right piece. I think it took about, I'd say on this rear section, about 3 hours of work, and that's on and off. I didn't just sit here and do it, because you can't really sit here and do it because the fumes are really bad. So you want to take multiple breaks. Make sure you do it in the outside area. So yeah, when I'm ready to paint my bike, I'm gonna try to make a video for that too. Put it all into one on how and what is going on with my bike. But yeah, my bike is pretty messed up right now. But yeah, hopefully I'll be changing the color of the bike too, so we'll go there too. So I'll see you soon. What's up, guys? So this is like my series of like plastic dipping my motorcycle. So I finally got done with plastic dipping my motorcycle fairings. Just want to give some I don't know, like review on using this stuff for your motorcycle or not. Basically, would I use it again for my motorcycle? Probably not. I mean, this stuff is cool and everything, but I mean, as you can see, it gets really dirty easily. I did a two-tone painting, so I had to use my hands a lot. So, you know, if you are gonna do it, just make sure you use clean hands because it gets transferred really easily. If you can really see it right there. And like I put decals. Basically, what I did was I put the white first, and then I did the black. The white first, and then I like put a line tape, and then I did the black. The tape doesn't stick too well. If you look closely here, it leaked through, and I got the really expensive tape too, like $6 a roll, Scott's or 3M, whatever they sell at Home Depot. It still kind of bleeds through in some places. And I put the decals on here, and the decals don't seem to stick too well onto the paint. I'm afraid they're gonna fly off after a couple runs with my bike down the highway. So yeah, the decals I would not recommend. Basically what I did was I put the white on first, and then I did the black, and then I put the decals on, and then I put the clear coat on, basically the PlastiDip clear, to make it shiny. Not shiny, but glossy. I mean, overall, the quality of it, I'd rate it as like a 7 out of 10. I mean, I wouldn't do it again. If I had the money, I'd just invest in a real good paint job and just not worry about it. But I mean, as you can see, it turned out pretty good. The lines are pretty sharp in most places. Just some places it leaked. And I did a two-tone. So I did it like that. Right here is the spot where it bled out a little bit. And what I'm worried about is I don't think this stuff is gonna last long. Maybe on a car it'll last 4 or 5 years, or 3-4 years, whatever they say it will. But in terms of what I'm thinking is with this motorcycle, I don't think it's gonna last long at all. And the reason I say that is because if you touch it, it's like a really, there's a lot of friction when you touch it. You can't really like move your hands on it without like feeling like it's gonna like fly off eventually, you know? Like if you feel it, if you know what PlastiDip feels like, it's like really like liquidy vinyl. So like, and with a motorcycle, I'm gonna be sitting on it like right here, and my legs are gonna be right here, or my knees. So I'm feeling like over time, with the friction dragging between my legs and the tank, it's just gonna like slowly like come off. That's what I'm worried about. So I don't think it's gonna last long. You know, if it lasts 3-4 months, I'm happy. I got my money's worth. And then let me just peel this off real quick. And I'll put tape under here to make it a little easier. I didn't want to like scrape PlastiDip off. I mean, it comes out like the videos show. As long as it's pretty thick, it'll come off really nicely. As far as will I use it again, probably not. The quality of PlastiDip is okay, it's whatever. But you know, the two-tone, I mean, came out nice. Decent. Can't complain. It cost me like 150 bucks. I did a two-tone up here too. Basically just taped it off. And see, that's another transfer area I got right there. Kind of leaked through, so I'm pretty pissed about that. And then basically I just painted right over the stickers. See that F4i right there, and these are aftermarket stickers right here. I mean, all in all, it's not bad. For the price, you know. I would have spent like 500 bucks on a good paint job. I spent 150. Only thing I'm worried about is not going to last as long as I hoped it would. On a car, it'll probably last a long time because you're never like on top of the car, sitting on the car. So that's the only thing I'm worried about here. Because my legs are going to be right here all the time. It might even touch over here. With the F4i's, the fairing stops about here, so I'm not really worried about the back area. But like sometimes I like to have a cargo net going over my back right here, like a cargo net to hold like jackets and stuff. I don't think I'm gonna be able to use the cargo net anymore because the cargo net touches the fairing, and over time I don't want that. I don't want it to like grind on it and peel it off. And like basically I did like a plastic weld. In my other videos I'll combine them all and make it into one. And you see the PlastiDip, like it didn't cover it up at all. But then again, I didn't even sand it. So I mean, I have no complaints there about that. It's not his fault. I just didn't sand it. But overall, my weld is a good weld. What I reckon, I went through a lot of cans. So you know, at first I bought 5 cans of white. I ended up using all of that stuff. I used up all 5 cans, and I needed more white. And I needed about 11 cans of white. And just to do the black, I needed about 5 cans of black. And then about 4 cans of clear coat. So overall, this whole project took about a month. And of that whole month, 2 weeks was just waiting for the paint to come in. PlastiDip is really slow on their white. I have no idea why. It's probably not their fault. It's probably like the manufacturer's fault. They're just not getting to them in time. And I put the HRC sticker there. I think this is going to fly off too eventually. I mean, it looks really nice. I mean, I have no complaints about the looks. But, I'm just worried about the longevity of the whole thing. But then again, for the money, I ain't really worried about it. I mean, shit. Hopefully I'll get some bitches. Nah. But yeah, so yeah, when I put it back on the bike, I'll take one more little final shot. Oh yeah, these are the rims. I put them in gold metallic. So basically my whole color scheme is like a white, black, and gold rims. I think they'll look nice. The only problem is, you know, when you touch it, it's something different. And when you touch the fairings, it's something totally different. That's the only thing I'm worried about. You know how you like, if you ever touched a snake, you're like, oh, I didn't really expect it to feel like that. That's exactly how this bike is going to feel. Like, if you touch it, you're going to be like, what the fuck? I didn't expect it to feel like that. It feels like wet, sticky, and this is like 2 days after painting it too, so as long as you don't touch it, I don't think we're going to have any issues. I'm trying to get some light on there so you can see it. I mean, the rims turned out really nice. I don't think this camera's doing it any justice. It's like really black in some spaces, really dark and gold just where the light hits it. So that's not bad. The rims, PlastiDip for rims I think is great. But I mean, as far as fairings for a motorcycle, if you have the money to spend on a real bodywork, just get the bodywork done. That's basically my review of PlastiDip on motorcycle fairings. So yeah, hope this kind of helped for people who are like considering it for their bikes. I know there are plenty of reviews out there for cars, but, and you know, when you're applying the PlastiDip, just apply like regular paint. Do it just like they do it on the instructional videos. That's exactly how I did it. It came out fine. You have no runs anywhere whatsoever. There's no runs at all, so that's one good thing about it. You don't have to worry about the paint job. But cleanup is a bitch, I'll tell you that. Make sure you cut off, like if you look at my handlebar, there are like white spots in these creases. I don't know if this is ever going to come out. I mean, it'll probably come out with enough, like, but I can't get my fingers in there, you know? It's hard to get out. I'm like over here, my foot peg, got that shit in it. That's probably never going to come out. This stuff, I've been like scraping at it for the longest time. It takes a while. I wonder if they make like a solvent to get rid of it. My whole toolbox is covered in that shit. And then make sure you cover up your bolts and stuff. All my bolts are covered in that shit. All in all, it's not a bad product, so you know. Just, you know, buy a lot of cans, because I thought 5 was gonna be enough. It obviously wasn't. It took me 11 cans of white. And I ended up just buying it from Walmart too, because they took forever and I just couldn't wait any longer. I mean, I thought I'd support them and everything because they made the videos and everything, but man, they made me wait like a whole week and a half just to ship out my white, you know? So, you know, this thing really came in handy. I got this from Home Depot for like $3. Spray can thingy. But yeah, guys, of the project. It's not bad. And all took about a good 2 full days of work, as in like 48 hours worth of work. Prep work, all that shit, and putting it back together. Would I do it again? Probably not. But, you know, it's a $150 paint job, so, you know, can't really complain. Dip this part right here, and that part there, in gold. Kind of sent to accent the wheels. So yeah, if you're up for it, do it.